What's up everyone? I have a 5 Alpaca victory for today, and Alpaca, I don't think it's very surprising that it's getting its own 5 of a kind. Probably the best, the strongest and the most fun unit in the game. So I was kind of wondering how should I make it, how should I make it thick? How should I scale it up? With Alpaca basically anything is possible, so I was wondering what I should be doing. I could always get I could always get the Alpaca, with chicken scaling. Chicken scaling is the easiest way to do 5 of a kinds. You could basically get anything like that, but I think that strips all the individuality out of the Alpaca. So you'll see later on what I chose, but I think I chose a relatively fun method to scale it up, and I'm kind of happy with the run that resulted for my decision. But anyway, it's going to be a while until I find the Alpaca, turn 9 at the earliest, of course. And so for now I'm just trying to cook up some build that could take me so far. And the usual shenanigans are going on. I'm going for jellyfish, hopefully clownfish and blobfish next rounds, so I can get some level up synergies. With blobfish also, if I get an Alpaca, I can peel the blobfish onto it. So then the Alpaca is instantly level 2 and ready for action. You love to see that combo. And something kind of fun happens here. The jellyfish is going to be the first level up of the game, which doesn't usually happen. You usually level up your tier 1 units because you find more of them by the point you start finding jellyfish. But yeah, jellyfish is going to be the first level up, which bodes very well because that way it's going to be scaling twice as quickly. And you'll see here it in action. I don't know why I can't speak today. I even take this platypus right here because if you think about it, it's gold neutral. You get it for 3 gold, but as a result you get to sell 3 units which net you 3 gold, so it's you don't make any gold, you don't lose any gold. But because you end up selling a beaver and a duck, you get some extra health from it, so it's kind of a benefit. But usually not worth it because it only works if you have 2 open slots to use it. This is one of the few situations in which I do have 2 open slots. Usually the slots would be taken by clownfish and blobfish and jellyfish and units that generate me gold, like goldfish and swan. Thankfully I didn't have the majority of those on my team just yet, but now I do. You can see the blobfish and the clownfish are working very well together. I was debating if I should peel the other blobfish onto the clownfish for the level 2, which would give the clownfish an extra +4/+4 with its own ability, gives the jellyfish an extra +2/+2 with its ability as well. But I'm like, why not get the ability in battle? I'm not losing that much. Now I think I do it though, because I want to open up a slot, and I get a cow from the level up, which not ideal, but I don't think I would be happy with any of the tier 5 units that I have in the pack. That's why I usually try to level on turn 9, so I can get some of the tier 6 units. Tier 6 units you can have some very good hits. Leopard I think is in the pack, which is obviously very strong, maybe the strongest unit in the game. I just said the Alpaca is the strongest, now I'm saying the leopard is the strongest. This man is delusional. But also the octopus is in here, the lioness is in here, the chicken is in here, and obviously the Alpaca, which I'm going for the 5 of a kind of. At this point I didn't know that I wanted the 5 of a kind Alpaca, by the way. I'm just minding my own business as usual. And yeah, a lot of level ups happening next turn, and by a lot I mean only the swan. But with some lucky shop rolls I'm set up for some level ups on other units, like the blobfish. The jellyfish is 1/3 leveled up, so I can also maybe get a jellyfish level if I'm lucky. The swan results in a lioness, which I take just because it's a good unit, I think. I don't want to abuse it too hard though. I have done enough shop scaling to be satisfied for the week. So yeah, the Alpaca is the other important level up, and a very good level up at that. I don't think the lioness is going to be sticking around. These are the only shop buffs you'll see this run, I promise. I'm sick of them as well. But yeah, it's working out very nicely so far. I even managed to keep not just one but 2 hearts, so I'm even allowed a loss, but I don't think I'm going to be losing until the end of the run, so that's an added bonus. I get a bird of paradise here, which I decide to pass, I believe, because I even find another one. I decide to pass both of them because I don't know what's good for me. I even passed the chocolate because why would I level the jellyfish at level 2, it's already good enough. I leveled the crow from the second level up from the alpaca, and that results in another bird of paradise. And by this time I'm kind of regretting not going for the bird of paradise, because I would have gotten 3 of them already, 2 of them being at level 2 even. And with a swan on the team that would have been very strong, but I already have a 5 of a kind bird of paradise victory. It's on the golden pack, but I think that's even harder to achieve, so yeah, I'm not really I'm not really interested, is what I mean to say, in the bird of paradise. What I'm interested in is perhaps getting another alpaca, which I do right on this row. Maybe I should have bought the pepper before selling the crow on the alpaca, of course, but I don't. And the level up results in an oyster, which you'll see I have a lot of fun with the oysters this game. And another bird of paradise on the level up. What's happening? We're kind of getting to the point where I should be looking for some scaling methods, but I'm still not sure what I want to be using. I could go for basically anything I put my mind to. I can even go for a zebra, cow, blue-ringed octopus scaling, even though I don't have waffle in the pack, just because the alpacas, if I manage to find another one, they're going to make the units level 3 on purchase. So it's going to be that much stronger buffing wise. But I don't think I go that route. That's not original enough for me. Something pretty neat happens here, a curious interaction. I decide to give the chocolate to the oyster, because if I were to sell the oyster at level 2 it would give me 8 gold, but at level 3 it gives me 12 gold instead, and the chocolate only costs 3 gold, so I'm making 1 more gold by giving the oyster some chocolate, which I don't think I'll ever pull off such a trick again, because I don't use multiple alpacas in my runs. But yeah, I think I was going to say this might be the point that I do finally pick up a bird of paradise, but not yet, obviously. Like, why would I? This thing is obviously strong enough. I'm joking, of course. There's only like 1 strong unit and 1 unit with stake on. But this time I do finally decide to get a bird of paradise on the team. And it's already nearly level 3. I don't think... No, I was going to say I don't think it's going to get to level 3 during the game, but I think it is going to get to level 3. So yeah, this is the method of scaling that I'll be using. And I'll be using alpaca. Out of all the things I could be using it for, I will be using it for gold generation with the oysters, which I think is very fun. It's probably my favorite combo in the entire game. I could just print money like it's nothing. From 10 gold I can go to 30 gold with just 2 alpaca triggers. Very fun. Hopefully I don't end up losing though. I don't think I do. anymore, but yeah, there's a bit of risk involved because the jellyfish doesn't have any equipment, and you can see it dies in a single hit because the skunk hit it as well with its ability, but their backline was so weak that it didn't really matter. And now I'm finally getting the second bird of paradise on the team, so this is the scaling that I'll be going with, and jellyfish is soon going to go, and by soon I think I mean right now, for the third alpaca. Better to start scaling them early, because if you bring them in late, they'll be low statted and it's very difficult for you to win games after that. So yeah, this is the way we're going to scale. I don't have much to say at this point, it's just working out perfectly. And because I want to have some more space in the team, I decide to combine the birds of paradise so that I can fit in the blue-ringed octopus, and the level up to level 3 brings me another alpaca, which I decide to bring in as well. And I don't think it's going to remain like that, honestly, because I have to scale up the alpacas fully, and I need a free unit slot to be able to do that, to cycle units with it. But let's see what I do. If I see an oyster, I'm definitely bound to take it, so yeah. A level 3 oyster. From 10 gold I go to 19 gold. Now I'm not sure if I want to go for blue-ringed octopus or another oyster for scaling. I don't know which is more efficient. If I had to guess, probably the oyster, because it generates so much gold, and with so much gold spent it gets more triggers from the bird of paradise ability. But yeah, at this point these are only pedantics. You can see the team at turn 14 is very crazy already. And I'm getting chinchilla here just to sell it, trigger the ability once again. Hopefully find another good unit in the shop. An oyster, hopefully. Freezing the blue-ringed octopus there, I don't know if it's the correct call, because the units are already 50-50 almost. Kind of a fun team that I go up against, honestly, but not strong enough, although it is very strong. I'm just very strong myself. I decided to buy the blue-ringed octopus, maybe a bit of a misplay, but I did need to finish off the last of the scaling, so I don't know. You decide if it's a misplay or not. Now I'm just looking for the final 2 alpacas, honestly, and thankfully I find an oyster, some more gold generation. Sadly the alpacas aren't going to be able to use the stats, but if I do manage to find a 4th alpaca, it's going to be very fun scaling that up individually. And because I have so much equipment as well, because of the crazy amount of gold that I have generated over the run, it's not even close, the fights. I'm just winning by default basically, because I'm running alpacas. Finally all the alpacas, and by all of them I mean the 3 at the front, they get to 50-50. And now I get to scale the 4th one up, which with Bird of Paradise is kind of difficult to do, because you're not guaranteed to hit the alpaca with the buff. Remember, this is the new Bird of Paradise, which only buffs 3 of the units, not all of them. But yeah, I don't think it's an issue. You can see I even keep on winning despite my failure to buff the 4th alpaca. I could maybe even go for cow and zebra for the buffs, but I need to find the final alpaca, and you might think that I only have 13 gold to find it, but that's not true. Please remember that I have 4 alpacas on the team, and you'll see some crazy gold generation once again. With these 2 oysters, you can see from, 9 gold, I buy sell the 2 oysters, I find another oyster even, and after everything is said and done, I'm at 28 gold. So all that remains now is spending that gold to hopefully find the last alpaca. With 28 gold, I think it's more likely than not that I do find it, and even 29 gold with the buy sell of that oyster. If I find another one, I'll have 30 gold. I will have had 30 gold rather. Let's see if I do find it. No oysters, no alpacas. The gold is running kind of low, but I do find another oyster to replenish a little bit, and the final alpaca finally arrives. So yeah, this is going to be it. I hope you enjoyed. The last fight is kind of amusing as well, so I hope you enjoyed that as well. Like, sub, do all the generic stuff, and I will see you next time. Take care.